Welcome back. I'm pressing out the original bushers from this. It's the lower front suspension, lower wishbone. I've already pressed this. This is one of the brand new ones. I've got a complete set of every bush I need for the front suspension, and obviously, that's in perfect condition. I've already pressed out the opposite side, and it lost a little bit of rubber, but it was they're original. They're sort of 37, 38 years old. And to be honest with you, it's not in the catastrophic condition. I could have got away with leaving this, actually. The rubber was sort of, it actually when it's pressed in, it sits proud either side of the metal arm by about 4 or 5 millimeters either side. And what had happened, you can see where it sits. The metal finishes on that ridge there. And this was all swollen, and that was actually exposed to the elements, the bit that sheared off, and it looked really horrendous because it was all swollen and cracked. But the truth was, now it's pressed out, the lining's perfect. There's no wear in there. There's no rust. It hasn't degraded in any way, and it's actually still close to perfect. I could have left that, but I thought, because I don't know if you can. Let's just see if I can zoom the camera in without upsetting it. Slightly, perhaps. There we go. It's mounted on a tripod. It's a bit awkward to zoom from a distance, but this is very, very cracked and horrible looking, and that's what I saw. So I assumed the rest of the bush was a complete mess, but really, realistically, it wasn't too bad. But nonetheless, I've got it to this stage. I'm going to put the new one in. That's the old one. Let's get these out of the way. And it's a good press. It's a 20-ton press, and just above here we've got a 20-ton hydraulic, with just a handle too. So anyway, you can sort of see my arm moving, but you can't see what it's doing. So this will bang. I think I'm driving it with a 24 millimeter socket. The hole is about 25 or 26 millimeters, so it's a little bit of clearance. But anyway, I need a slight extension on the pipe. Okay, there we go. There's the bang, and it's actually quite with a press tool as strong as this. It's very easy work. Just catch it and it pops out the bottom. There we go. I've got it. And once again, that one actually is still in serviceable condition. That wouldn't have been leaving any mess. It's slight. That's actually, come to think of it, it's actually slightly soft. But I could have left that alone, but I didn't. I've brought the car this far. I've stripped it enough that I want to do absolutely everything. I don't want to leave anything to chance. And what I'm going to do next is clean this up and paint it, and then I'll press the new bushers in. And I'll just actually I'm going to have to press that out the opposite way. God, that one's got jammed. Never mind. There we go. There's a piece of the rubber that sheared off. Oh, gosh, it's tough stuff, but you get the idea. So I'll have to put another socket on slightly smaller and press that back out. But easy enough. Yeah, I think we'll manage. Unless in fact, maybe I'll press it all the way through. That might be easier. I don't know. Well, I'll get that out anyway, and I'll clean this up, paint it, and then I'll press the new bushers in. There's some scoring actually in there. How's that happened? It must have happened in the factory when it was reamed in the factory, because it's only been rubber on metal. It couldn't have. There's definitely been no metal on metal, but that is slightly scored inside. But I put like a reamer on a drill. I've got to clean this outside, and it's -7 today, and there's a snow blizzard, so that should be fun. The other thing I needed to show you was these two studs. These have sheared. No, that one hasn't. This one has, but they're sea solid, so I'm going to have to get a blowtorch and really heat this, probably for 15-20 minutes before I try and knock that through. Actually, I'm not even sure if it threads or not. I don't know if it threads But it's very awkward to get a decent socket on there because of this in the way. I don't know if that slides through or threads, but I'm going to heat this up. But of course I'll do that outside in the snow. I'm not going to do that in the house. I don't normally work in the house. Just obviously this press tool's so heavy to carry outside. Anyway, I'll make a video later in the snow.